My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galaderithan, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 as Taurox, Malagor, and... Khazrak the One-Eye. Continue their now rampage on the known world. We are primarily, of course, playing as... Wait for it... Yes! Finally, we have payoff. He's ready. Taurox is in the north. He's, at the moment, just trying to skip around the forces of chaos who are, rather unfortunately, assisting in our destruction and defeat of everything up here. They're taking things that we should rightfully be ours to take. So that's a bit annoying, but we've desecrated pretty much the entire northern lands, completed rituals in various places, and we're now moving down to deal with the Witchwood and the remnants of Naggarond who exist in the Cult of Pleasure, whose capital is the ancient city of Quintex. We have got some forces around down here. Roger Manning is doing what he can to raid the Witchwood. We have also got down here is Malagor the Dark Omen, who at the moment is just raiding and getting no money for it whatsoever, which is a joke, an absolute joke. And Taurox is now also going to try and head over to defeat Crone Helleron, who comes again. And the plan is for Khazrak the One-Eye to skedaddle out of where he currently is and head over to the Empire. I want to head into their lands and start raiding the Empire. But to do that, we've got to cross these mountains here. So we've got a wee way to go, and hopefully we won't be attacked on the way there. But that's the plan. But for now, we are at an end turn. So let's do that. Oh, it doesn't let you double-click on that map. That's very annoying. And let us pray together now. The chaos, it will leave us alone. Many of you commented and said, chaos will leave you alone, Galu, so don't worry about them. Hello, Clan Scryer. Yeah, sure, fine. I don't even have land, so go for it. And you wander around wherever you want to wander around. Be my guest, says. I have been thoroughly enjoying playing as Taurox. Now, Taurox was supposed to go up on Friday instead of Sunday, but I swapped the Age of Empires in this one around because I didn't want to record on Thursday for reasons that I've always stuck by, which is if you don't feel like recording, don't, because it will suffer for it. Oh, we got another challenge. The Ogre Mercenaries are off. And raid a region belonging to any of those, and we get 650. Oh, well, that's easily done, because we're already doing that. Oh, they're raiding me in Vulzanville, the morons. Rather than actually attack and take Vulzanville, which they... Well, maybe I suppose they can't do that, can they? I'm not interested in attacking you, Hylian, because there's nothing up here that you can do, and your army's weak. And if you want to try and take on the combined forces of chaos, you go ahead, be my guest. We'll just toddle on out. What I want to do is claim the Witchwood and set up a herdstone there. So Malagor and Taurox are going to come together for one grand battle, and we shall take that forest from the elves. Ideally, we should try and give Roger more forces, and then his raiding will improve. But I'm not overly interested in him having a lot of troops at the moment, to be honest. The beast paths, does that let us move further? Oh, yes, it does. Straight through, and on we go. Aha, the world has opened up to us. How long will it take you to get up there? When he's out of movement, it doesn't tell you. Oh, that's interesting. And the challenge we can go for now. Ambush is up. Fear when ambushing, and let's go for the one that improves units, because we might have one or two of those units knocking around somewhere and try and make them a little bit better, I suppose. Taurox will kill that one. I'm not bothered about the Bleak Cold Fortress at the moment because the ritual there's been completed, so Haghall cannot be re-established. We want to set up a herdstone in the Witchwood whatever happens, so when Taurox can kill that force, then I'll move Malagor north, and then we got them. But I think those Dark Elves are slowly dying. I think attrition sets in. And that's why they don't have the forces to take Vulzanville, because of how well prepared our cities are when we build them from scratch, which is pretty nice. So they're just trying to be fools. Now we might have a bit of trouble against the Wood Elves. The AI in Warhammer is much better with arrows than it ever was in Med 2. I mean, but then I say that, and I deride the medieval AI, but actually the Med 2 AI is pretty good with arrows, to be fair to them. And they use them, and they do keep their arrows at bay, and they use them usually actually longer than the humans. And by that I mean a human player. They use them much longer than a human player would. I have, however, very unprofessionally not prepared well enough for today's little venture, because I'm recording this very early in the morning, before work even, and I haven't got a drink of water, so I'm going to be muting myself left and right as my throat wakes up to save me from coughing all over you. And I've yawned as well. I mean, it's just... Oh, I didn't move Kazrak. Kazrak! Oh, did I move Kazrak? Did we start with Kazrak? It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, you can have a non-aggression. What the hell? I am not interested in you. I'm only going for the short victory conditions as well, as I say. I'm loving this. Do not get me wrong. Do not in any way take what I'm about to say and take it to mean something else. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, but I do prefer campaigns with a bit of a challenge. And I fear, sadly, that the Taurox campaign has now just lost any semblance of challenge. Nagorond are gone. We have Malagor and Taurox up here. It's just... it's almost inevitable. Inevitable. Did I move Kazrak? I don't think I did. Is that still your fastest way to move? Ah, they're all the same. They're all the same! I think it will be the fastest way, though, because obviously the underpaths ignore terrain. But there we go, we've moved him this time, so there's no doubt. Okay, I'm not going to fight Crone Hellebron. I'm going to save up for the attack on the Witchwood. Oh, she's going to run away anyway. Are you Nagorond's last hope? Is she the last thing that Nagorond... Oh no, they're not dead yet. They merged with someone, didn't they? They merged with the nation up here, Karont Kar, but then we killed them off. So I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, we'll build those. What the hell? I don't know how they're surviving or how they're enduring. Where they still have, I know that any nation will still exist as long as it has armies. Right, it's time to come out of raiding stance, if you would. Taurox is going to be the one going in, though, Malagor. Don't get any ideas. Ah, Phil, you finally made it to the top. Well done. Now you can stop upgrading, which would be nice. Malagor, are there any units that you could possibly get that are better than what you've got? No, all those top ones are maxed out. Apart from the Razorgore Herd is the first one that we don't have. No, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, you got a shed load of minotaurs, though, actually, so it doesn't really matter. In terms of Dread, what are we repping? 1,539. Oh, that's lovely. Anything... the Bestigors, I'd be interested in maybe getting a few more of them. So I assume they're considerably better than the Gore forces. Yeah, we'll chuck another one of them in. Can you actually train Bestigors? Oh, yeah, you can. You could get 2 more. Oh, nice. I will get 2 more in place of these, I think. I'm going to get rid of them. We've already got more than enough... we already have more than enough cavalry in Malagor's army, so a few more ground forces would suffice. Oh, Eotane and Ivres have confederated to hold back whatever storm they're currently facing. But we're closing in on the Witchwood. It's going to be the battle of our lives at the Witchwood, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Testing our metal. Sharpening our knives on the skulls of the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves, of course, my limited knowledge of Warhammer is to know that the Wood Elves and the Beastmen are kind of natural allies. If this was the Premier League, when our armies fought, the commentators would tell you that it's a derby. Every match in the Premier League seems to be a derby because most of the teams are in London, so it's always a London derby. But anyway, that's a very niche reference. Malagor, why can't you move through there? Oh, because you're still in that stance. But you're not training anything. Why are you still in that stance? Oh no, don't go yet, because you can't actually get there yet, can you? Wow, you get a shed load of income if we put you both to raiding. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, please. 1 turn of raiding. They're not going to attack us, are they? Cards! What do you want? Will you bugger off? I'm really not interested in more from you. Sod off. I do wish you could deny. Like, there was like if it gave you 2 options, so decline, which would decline for this turn, no other repercussions, and then maybe like a decline and mute, or decline and offend, or something thematic. That then means that for the next 10 turns, they will not offer that thing they just offered. Like a bare minimum of 10 turns. Just put a flat 10-turn fix on it. Because 9 times out of 10, when you say no, you mean no, and you want them to accept it, that's the end. But they just keep banging on about it. Alright, we'll come out of raiding so that you're not knackered when the battle begins. Malagor, you are going to be involved in this, aren't you? Yes! A decisive victory with low casualties. Oh, if we lightning strike, it takes away our army as well. I didn't realise that. Well, we won't lightning strike. And who do we face? We face Tree Singer Dulurik. Ariel is here. Oh. But otherwise, it's there's a couple of Way Watchers, a lot of Deepwood Scouts, but they're all knackered. Everyone is wounded. It's just... I'm going to fight it because it's such a key and big battle, but it's not going to be hard by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to be a walk in the park. But at least these Witchwood battle maps are unique, and we've fought at this place many times before, and now we get to test our mettle on the other side of the stones. Their army will all be arrayed before us, even if the banner on the right-hand side there suggests that it is only Dulurik that we're up against. That is not the case. We are up against them all. As one large army stands before us. Start deployment. Okay, we are going to rush the top of the hill so that they can't trap out those that don't start in forward mode. So many of you start in forward mode. Holy hell. All the minotaurs are now advanced start. That's crazy. Sentry Gauze! Oh, and then the Gauze. The Gauze are early doors. Who knew? Who knew? Pause the battle. Minotaurs. You're going up to there, and then you're going up to there. Let's get involved, sons. Oh, I'll just run straight up. What the hell? Similarly, just run up. Centaurs, same thing. Up we go, 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 up we go. Right, Richard, Stephen, and Michelle, if you would please plough straight to the top. Get involved. Taurox and Howard, similarly, try and get up there as fast as possible. In fact, basically everyone, just try and get up there as quickly as possible. Cygor, maybe you can stand and we'll throw some things. Let's get Phil up there to cast some new Cygors in straight away. And the Bestigors go with the Minotaurs. Same with the Chaos Spawn. Off we go. That is everyone moving, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, enemy arrow fire will be strong and will be potent, so we do have to try and shut that down quickly. Even if they are wounded, these damned wood elves are keen-sighted. Oh dear. Right, Centaurs, let's just get him before it really hits us. There's the rest of us. Come on, boys. I would like you to summon a Cygor right in that line. Get on it, get on it, get on it. Get on it, get on it, get on it. They're all coming. Ah, the Cygors spawned. Perfect. How the Centaurs doing? Taking a right hounding. Bray Shaman, let's move up. Oh, you guys are... Ah, of course, because they're just running away forever and a day. We're up against a bloody skirmish team. Our Centaurs are going to die, aren't they? Go and pin them down. Go and pin them down. That's what the Centaurs' purpose was. And they've achieved that, but then they are now just dying. One of them's already running away. The others... It's because the Centaurs aren't actually our sort of best unit, really. Philip, you're fast, though. Go and cast spells on them. No, we never use the Mournfang. I don't think we need to. I don't think we even need Malagor's army in this either. If I am honest. Right, you're catching them. You've caught all of them. Nicely done. Taurox, Howard, get forward and help them. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, it's over, isn't it? It's over before we even need to get over and support. Yeah. We lost a fair few, but it doesn't really matter. This is the problem we're going to have. We're going to need to shut down those wood elves as quickly as we can. Top kills, 62 Centaurs. Well done. Second place, 60 with the Minotaurs. Minotaurs doing considerably better than the Centaurs. It makes you think we should just get rid of the Centaurs and pop in Minotaurs, because they have Vanguard deployment and they are seemingly as quick as Centaurs. So why not? Why bother with the Centaurs? Seems to be the 28,000. Holy hell balls! I can't raise a herdstone for some reason. Is that because we're already within an existing herdstone area? Because we need a herdstone on the Witchwood. Herdstone resources cannot be constructed in existing blood grounds. Ah, yes, indeed. Indeed. So Vol's Anvil, but there is a abandon now, isn't there? Yes, there we are. We'll abandon that, and we'll take up residence here. Ah, and you can build. Yeah, we'll pause to max you out. How much dread have we got now? Oh, enough for another Minotaur thing. Let's take another shield one. I am going to put that plan into action. So merge those together and train another Minotaur. Oh, you could get 2 more Gorgons as well. Oh, yes, please. But the Gorgons, though, let's get rid of the... Let's get rid of those. Oh, what a Gorgon-heavy army. You'll have to see it. Okay, so Vol's Anvil full. Roger Manning. Oh, Roger, you might as well now train an army. I know it's only trash, but you're not raiding anything anymore, so... You can have a little trash army that will just roam around. Do what needs to be done. Oh, and it's you that can upgrade. Ah, yes. Is that the one that gives dread? No, that's vile entropy. Do you give dread? Yes. Give me the dread one. Give me the dread one. That was such a disappointment from the Wood Elves. Oh, and you're only tier 1. Holy, wow. Well, I want you in the Empire sooner rather than later, so I'm just going to plough you through before we worry about upgrading you, Kazrak. Go and start your raiding in earnest. Where are the sisters themselves? Oh, they're down over there. I'm not looking forward to going against the sisters, but fine with the rest. Right, Malagor, let's send you out. Oh, are you building as well? Yes, you are. You might as well build another building. Let's get that one. And how much does that one cost? Oh, I'll get that as well. What the hell? And then that's all the eco ones up and running. Taurox is maxing out. He's training. And we'll be able to get that herdstone up. Oh, is the herdstone costs favour, though, actually? Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. But we should get a unique herdstone in the Witchwood. Also, one of our victory conditions is to take the Witchwood. Apologies, I'm yawning again. This is just not what you want. You're tuning into YouTube to listen to some excellent quality audio. And what you're getting instead is the tired yawns of of myself. Beastly inclination, weapon strength. Ah, where's the one that moves us? Yeah, no matter how far. Okay, let's move you out of that mode. Ah, yes, we can afford it. Perfect. The Witchwood is ours. Does it give us a unique one? Bone strewn herdstone. Ambush success chance for local armies is up. And that's the unique feature of the Witchwood. That's a bit naff, isn't it? Let's get that one. And we can't afford the other one. Okay, Malagor. Get in there and start raiding. And Taurox can't move, actually. And he used a lot of his forces to do what he just did, didn't he? So you just sit in there and recoup a few. And Kazrak, on we go. We are soon to pass the mountains. Ah, Roger Manning upgraded. Well done, Roger. Let's make sure that his... Oh, Malagor went up as well. Oh, interesting. Well done, Malagor. Passive ability, smoke and mirrors. Constant self-excising range, map wide. Smoke and mirrors, 24 seconds. 10% speed. Oh, yeah, go on. As soon as we're into the Empire, we'll raid. We'll start burning the odd town here and there. We'll fight a few Empire forces, get the glorious Empire of Mankind on the screen. This is just not a good Warhammer campaign if the Empire's not in it in some way, is it? The Empire. Of course. Oh, I love the Empire. All day, every day, I would take the Empire. I'm looking forward to playing as Grand Cathay, though. It's nice to have another human nation, but it does seem, as many people have pointed out in all the Reddit threads I've been following, that a lot of people are a little irritated that, in essence, they're another human defense nation. Let's take up into the mountains. Or, no, let's just go and stand there. What the hell? So they do seem to play remarkably similarly to the Empire in that you just hold position with a solid defensive line that may not actually be all that strong, but it's solid and defensive nevertheless. And then you'll have artillery and solid range options to just destroy your enemy. So they're very defensive. The dwarves obviously also play very defensive, so it's just a little repeat of what we've seen. Right, does that now cover the same blood grounds? Oh, no. There is now a single region up in the north which is not part of a blood ground. That's disappointing. If Hotek's column... Oh, well, we can't take Hotek's column. The Forces of Chaos took that. That's all right. I can't imagine anyone's going to sneak up there and take that. He's going to nip into the Plain of Dogs, but we could then draw the ire of both of these at once, which would be a disappointment. But we need to raid somewhere so that we can get some money. And I can't change his formation. Oh. Well, he'll be raiding soon enough, and the Bestial Rage will start soaring. We've just got to get through on the other side of Helmgart, and then we're good to go. Oh, I didn't realise I moved you. Oh, that was a really bad idea. Oh, well, we wanted a bit of a challenge. And we're about to get one, because they will definitely attack Malagor. Penny to a pound. Wait for it. It's coming. The tide rises and Malagor shall be swept away. Oh no, they've gone down to deal with Taurox. What have you done that? You've just divided your already meager army. Oh, you guys are so dead. You are so dead. I have pity on you. I've played as you and I really enjoyed it. You had such a fun campaign. And here, you've just wasted. You've wasted any hope you had of beating me. Absolutely ridiculous. I know, raid for one more turn. What the hell? We get a bit of money. Malagor. Ice Rock Gorge needs to fall. Oh, and he's running away. And he's running the wrong way. Oh, well done, Glamour Weaver Tolterin. You've made a cataclysmic error, and the time for our attack has come. Well, there's no point fighting that. That's a joke battle. Okay, so they've lost Ice Rock Gorge. Glamour Weaver Tatarin's buggered off. Actually, into the path of Roger Manning. Roger, it's time to get your teeth wet. How does an army of trash fare against... Oh, they haven't got enough to make it interesting, but let's fight it. I want to see the army of trash. And Roger Manning hasn't been put to the test yet. Right, so they've got the Rangers, who are excellent damage dealers. As it says there, that is one of their traits. I find it bizarre that a trait is called damage dealer. They've got one archer, and then they've got 2 cavalry units. But do note... Oh, am I on recording? Yeah. Do note that that second cavalry unit, the one furthest in the line, is a shooter. A magic shooter. This one here, Sisters of the Thorn. They fire magical bolts at their enemies. Looking pretty good, those sisters. You're actually wearing armor, which is nice to see. And you're not some nerd's fetish of what a female warrior would look like. Unlike the men, who apparently have decided that equal rights for all. If the women are to wear nothing, then I shall wear nothing in solidarity with them. We will all die. He looks like the most mundane, boring man I've ever seen in my life. I imagine his name is something like Tim, and he runs an accountancy firm. He just does not look ready for war. Oh, they all look like Tim. It's an army of Tims. It's interesting, isn't it, that their most aggressive unit also happens to be their most boring-looking unit. Right, we're just going to charge them. We're just going to charge in, straight and true. You watch this. You'll like it. Uncle. Alright, that's our army. And that's their army. Ah, they're using the archers. And the Great Stag Cavalry has charged into... Roger! Roger! Roger, no! No, he's alright. Stay in there, stay in there, stay in there. Ungo! Yeah, Ungos are killing the Sisters of the Thorn. Something fierce. That's fantastic. Oh, those ones are spears. Oh, that's good then. Yeah, get involved. That'll be the Stag Cavalry killed off. Right, the Sisters of the Thorn are dead. Single sister remains. She's going to run away, as you might expect. Are you out of arrows? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the wrong one. Right, move yourselves forward. Let's target those Way Watchers next. We'll take down quite possibly the best arch unit in the game. Is up against the quite possibly worst arch unit in the game. Maybe the Goblin Archers are worse. The rest of the Horde rides forward. Okay. Fargudar! Yeah, totally. Fargudar indeed, sirs. Fargudar indeed. It's really turning into a Fargudar day, isn't it? Is how I imagine you use that word in a sentence. The Way Watchers are dead and broken. Sadly, there are just too many of God's chosen here on the field. It's just a shame that we're the dark gods. But we are chosen nevertheless. The sons and daughters of chaos believe they are chosen, but are they created in the image of their great lords? No, we are created in their image. Alright, now it's our entire army versus Glamour Weaver Tatarin. Is it Tatarin? Toltirin. Close. Oh, but you're just going to be chasing him down for a year. So we'll send the archers in to out-archer them. Speed this one up, because Toltirin's going to take a long time to die. You can shoot back. You can shoot at me, that's fine. How to counter skirmishing archers? Shoot back at them. Because then their skirmishing doesn't kick in, and they scurry before you like rats. Alright. The Wildwood Rangers are doing very well. On that little southern tip there, just keeping the focus off of our... What I think I might do is try and pull our army away. Oh, Roger Manning. Oh, did you run away, Roger? Oh, yeah, he must have done. Because he's nowhere near. Right, everyone, just run out, 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 run out, run out, run out, run out. Oh, he fled. He fled. I don't think they're going to kill him. They just don't do enough damage with the bows. No. But, oh dear, trash really is trash. I don't know what I expected there. We've played with trash before. We knew they wouldn't do well. We lost 813, and there only were 189 of the enemy to begin with. How disappointing and depressing is that? That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Is one of these give us favour? Yeah, I'll take favour. I'm not bothered about your bestial rage, to be honest. Well done, Roger. Did you achieve anything out of that? Oh, Tormentor's Sword. You can't move. Oh, and it enables magical attacks, so that's handy. Let's give you Crown of Command. And that'll do. And then you've leveled up as well. Well, I'll keep going down the blue line before we worry about anything else, I'm afraid. And then we want, not that one, the Winds of Malady. Let our enemies burn in the fires that we set, that we blaze in the fields of their people. Malagor. Something wicked this way comes. Enemy leadership drops. Vigor loss reduction speed for all units in his army. Yeah, let's get that. I'm going to go focus mostly along the top line. I'm probably not going to bother with the red line. We can max out almost everything up there before we need to worry. So, Kazrak, have we moved you over the fort of Helmgart? No, now is our time. Perfect. Welcome to Holy Hell.
Devotee of the lady.
Paragon has pushed right through. I didn't even realise that Paragon had taken Helmgart. You see the flying horse, and I just assumed... interesting. Interesting. Well, you might be killed now, Kazrak. Run all this way, only to die because the forces of Paragon take issue with you rocking up into their terrain. Ubersreich has fallen, but what of Alf, whatever it's called? I want to say Alftad, but I know that that's a Dwemer ruin in Skyrim, and it's not called that. I like the Empire, but I know little about them. It definitely begins with an Alf, though, doesn't it? I don't think I've ever seen... I've played a fair few Warhammer games, to be honest, but I don't think I've ever seen Paravon pushing through and claiming this side of the mountains. That would suggest to me that something bad, something very bad, has happened to our beloved Altdorf. There we go. Oh, it's fallen to the undead already. So the undead have beaten the Empire, and I would be surprised if the Empire even still live. Oh, there's an army there as well. Oh, bugger. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think Kazrak might die. Running all this way for nothing. Aha! Our army stands ready. Alright, let's have a real fight then. Let's bring up Malagor just in cases. Oh, why would you take Ariel out of the... I know that it's Ariel, but I prefer calling her Ariel. Why would you take her out of your army? You've just weakened your chances, you stupid sisters. Oh, dear. Alright, they've got an awful lot of Glade Guards. Well, not an awful lot. They've got 4. There's some Blade Singers, which are pretty good. Wildwood Rangers might give us some jit, as we've just seen. They've got Wild Riders. But actually, the one thing that they then don't have, which is the one thing they really need, are archers. And they haven't an archer to their name. Silly, really. Damned shame. Battle of Plain of Dogs. I have enjoyed the Beastmen greatly. And it'll be interesting to see how we fare against the lizard folk, and whether Herschwattel has had all this time to consolidate and form into a powerhouse, an army that it will be truly difficult to take down, or whether they are doing really badly and we're going to just walk all over them. Remains to be seen. The Minotaur Horde will take point. You will see Taurox's will be done. Centaurs, hide behind that hill and come over the top when the time is right. That's everyone that can stand forward. Right, Richard, Stephen, and Michelle, 2 more have joined your ranks. Yeah. Otherwise, though... Oh, Mornfangs, you're going to go left, you're going to be with the cavalry. Taurox and Howard go down the middle, take Philip with you. And then you've got the Chaos Spawn. Oh, there's the army standing before us. Alright, Team 3. Push over to that right-hand side. Try and get involved with it. What is going on over there? The sisters are on a dragon? Oh, I do declare, Mr. Beauregard. Chaos Spawn go that way as well. And then we've got one little Bestigor herd. Come and get involved. Did I move Taurox? No, I didn't. Don't go for the archers at the moment. because the archers will just run away. So just press forward. Up you guys come. Philip will move you in. Where's the Cygor? Cygor's already firing. Good. Chuck in another one. Howard, going and help those ones over there. There's a big grouping of our enemy there. You are surely faster than those archers. Just look how big your legs are. Oh, interesting. The sisters are opting not to fight in melee and instead to go... not to fight from range, sorry, and instead to try and melee us. That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, those are our bestigors. Are we that far? We've moved that far to the right already. Vile tide. Let the earth shake beneath their feet. Oh, the stag riders die. Come on, guys, shut them down. Oh, that Gorgon over there's not doing as well. Oh, no, yes it is. I'm looking at the wrong health bar. It's massacring. It's massacring. Yeah, this is already over. Don't need Malagor's army. Brought it up just in case, but there's no purpose. Try to skin those. Team 3. Come back and kill the sisters. Taurox. You'd have a damn good go at them, wouldn't you? Give them all you have. Cavalry. Let's get you back out. All of the large monsters rock up. Oh, the Chaos Spawn. Oh, I really do not care about you, Chaos Spawn. I think you're awful. I just think you're terrible. Oh, the sisters are having on-off on a run. And moving all of the monsters in has freed up the unit on the hill. Oh, it's over, isn't it? Now that the sisters are actually routing, the rest of the army follows suit. And it's over. Oh, that was a good stone throw there, though. We don't need to run them down because they're in a city, so they'll just die. 42 died today. 40 damned 2. The Jabberslith got 104 despite getting to the battle that late. Oh, and Philip killed 148, but then spells are a bit of a cheat, aren't they? The winner in terms of melee was, again, one of the Minotaur units, 117. Which Minotaur are you? That one's the Great Weapons one. I think you're just a standard Minotaur, aren't you? And then, yeah, those are the ones with shields. Minotaurs with shields. Minotaurs Great Weapons. How much dread have we got? Oh, plenty. That's the end of their faction, isn't it? Yes, it is. And we might as well do the ritual because there's no other blood grounds within this place. It's a pitiful amount of marks of ruination, but it'll do. Right, then, yeah, I'm going to use my dread to get more Minotaurs again. I want those ones and I want those ones. I'm not too bothered about shields now, actually. We're just going to give him an army of Minotaurs, to be honest. I think the Bestigors can go over to someone else. Oh, the Chaos Spawn, yes. Goodbye, Chaos Spawn. I'm also really not that bothered by the Cygor, if I'm honest. I don't feel that it's all that useful. Given that I can summon 4 in any given battle, I just don't think that has much purpose, so I am going to get rid of that. Many of you will be screaming at me now, saying, Gallo, what the hell are you doing? Oh, we're already overstocked on normal Minotaurs, aren't we? Oh, yeah, we need to get up to 7 before we can get more of them. Oh, that means we have to get the Chaos Spawn back in. Oh, no, we can get another Jabberslith. Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll take that then. So we'll start replacing the bottom ones when we get up higher. Anything that you could train, Malagor? Ah, you've got some of the Minotaurs. Ah, yes. There we go. Let's do a bit of army swapping then. Yes, we'll do a bit of army swapping. Nah, Roger, I'm not upgrading your forces, I'm afraid. And then is this the turn where we just moved Kazarak and we're fearing for his life? Yes, it is. So let's end the turn on Kazarak and see if we are to die. Please don't die, Kazrak. I've run you all the way over there. Oh, Marathi's come out to hit Roger Manning. Oh, no. And look, it's going to be an absolutely stomping defeat. It absolutely will be a defeat as well. There's just no way. Can you retreat, Roger? Oh, bugger, no, he can't. Oh, dear. We're just never going to win that. I don't want to try and... I don't want to watch my army die. I'll just auto-resolve. Roger can just go. Oh, and Roger was killed. Oh, dear. Sorry, Rog. It's alright. You can make way for Morga. Morga, the Shadow Grave. We could get Morga at any time once we got the Dread again. That's what I just find a bit bizarre. There's no sort of time-gated cap or... they seem a bit cheap, even, to get the other lords, to get the confederations. He's got 3 Minotaurs. That's as well why we're overstocked. But we don't like your type of corruption, do we? That's not the corruption that we're interested in. These are not the droids we are looking for. And also this tells you where your armies are, by the way. Thank you very much to the commenter who mentioned that you can click on this and see where the armies are. So we have... Oh, no, but that just says we have 3. It doesn't tell me how many we can have. I assume we can have 1 plus however many we get from the ruination. So that either means we can get 4, or I think more likely we can probably have 5. Would be my guess. The Witchwood can upgrade. Okay, you guys are ready for the trade. Malagor, you're going to give him your Minotaurs. I'm terribly sorry. In fact, I'm going to take them all. No, I don't want those ones. I want those ones. Taurox's Minotaur army forms. Look at the glory. Minotaurs and Jabberslays. Do we keep the Mournfang as well, or do we get rid of the Mournfang? Let's just go all in on the Minotaurs. All in. All in. All in. All in. Yes. Now, Malagor has a sort of Bestigor and Centaur themed army. He's still got some Minotaurs, so he's doing all right. Taurox now has all of his kind. Right, Stephen and Richard, Michelle, you're joined by... let's keep with the family theme. You can take Megan. Oh, no, we'll start... Age order, age order. So we've got Michelle and Ali, or Mum and Ali. Stephen. I've gone on the theme that all the Gorgons are male, but unfortunately I have 3 sisters, so if we're to continue naming them after my family, then these are going to have to be called differently. Oh dear. There we go. My entire family now fights in the army. Nice. I hadn't intended that, but it just kind of naturally formed that way when Steve and Michelle joined us, and then it almost dawned on me thereafter. I was like, I've without even thinking about it, I've named them after my parents, and so we might as well just round out the family. Interestingly, as well, Richard is was my grandfather's name and my uncle's name. So I've really gone with a naming theme. But I think what I'm going to do there is end the turn. So we've killed the Witchwood. We really do now close in on the objectives. We only need Heshwattle and then the following battle, which requires the 500 marks of ruination. So we need to keep burning and pillaging our way south. And there are the forces of Heshwattle. But the city itself is in those mountains, isn't it? I think it's in those mountains. I'm sure it's further north than I think. Don't think it's down in the main Lustria. I can't quite recall. But anyway, we're going to burn all the way down there. And while we're doing that, Kazrak is going to start burning places over here to continue with our Marks of Ruination supply. But it does seem that the undead have beaten us to it. And I can't see the Empire.
Only the Grail companions of old could hope to best me.
I think the Empire might be dead, actually. I've not got much to base it on at the moment. But I'm feeling confident in that I can't currently see them in anyone's alliance. And it grays out factions you've not discovered. But none of those are the... Yeah, I think the Empire are dead. Or Confederated, maybe. Or maybe I missed that. But anyway, that's going to conclude today's episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed this episode, despite the loss of Roger. You'll be remembered, Roger. You will be remembered. And the Sisters of Battle, that was so disappointing how little fight they ended up putting up. But you saw just a glimpse there of how they could absolutely school beastmen left, right, and centre if they'd used their archers properly. If they'd had a proper army, we would have just been massacred, absolutely massacred. But I'm eager to get to test out our new Minotaur-only army and see how they fare. But for now, and until we speak again, do have a wonderful day. And until the next time, Navair, Naden Peramad Melonin, and farewell.